Alright folks, welcome back. You might recognize this Jeep. We did a full video on it. And we broke the axle shaft. Well, the axle shaft was broken. We tried welding the end of it. I'll show you here. It's hard to see there. I guess let me get some light. I basically welded the nut and the washer and everything onto the end of it, trying to make it work for a little while longer, and that lasted all of about a minute. And I broke it because basically all this is welded on, but that axle tapers down to a pretty narrow point, and I put all that stress on that narrow point and just broke off right back here. So today I found this axle. I have no idea what it's out of. Looks similar. Hopefully it's the right length. It's missing some parts, but I'm hoping we can use parts off of that one for this one. So I'll show you how that works, and we'll see if it actually fits or not. And if it doesn't fit, that's going to be a real bummer, because it was kind of hard to find this one. I'll just have to end up buying a new one. But yeah, let's get started on it. I'm going to take this apart and we'll measure it, make sure it's the same length as this one, and then we'll see what parts. There's a keyway and stuff up in here. This is a two-piece axle. There's the hub and the shaft, and it's splined here. Not that you can see it. Splined here, and it tapers. There's a keyway. There's a nut and stuff under this plastic cover here. So hopefully this is the shaft we need, and we'll get her thrown in. All right. Once you get all four of your nuts off there, your favorite prying stick, and just work it off. Be careful, she's thin, and she's been hammered on for a lot of years. So just don't want to bend it up real bad, because we're going cheap here. We're reusing everything we can. There it is. Flat goes on top. I guess you can't see with my hand in the way. The flat goes on top. The rounded part goes on the bottom. This one looks kind of tore up. There's a seal in there. That's kind of a bummer because I don't have another seal. But I do believe we should be able to remove the axle now. Or maybe it's stuck in there still. Don't really look like it's stuck on the seal. Alright, get back with you when I figure it out. Alright. So there we go. I had to rig up a little chain kebab to my slide hammer to get her broke loose. So it looks like she's free now, but I'm going to take the brakes apart. And Kilby's here again. Alright, so it looks like you have to pull this brake drum off. I already loosened the line up in the back there. Don't need to take the e-brake off. Okay, that makes sense. There's another plate back here with the seal in it. So to get the axle out, you have to pull the brakes off as well. Then you can slip the seal off. There's a seal. It looks pretty good. Now we should be able to slide the axle out. So what was hanging us up, I believe, was just this the race on the bearing here. And there is your axle shaft. Ooh, fancy. Let's go measure it to the other one. Alright, we got bad news here. This one here is mine, and this is the one I found. Not even close. They look the same besides the length, so I'm wondering if this isn't the passenger side shaft here. So, anybody got a axle spliner? You can just cut it off and respline it. We're gonna figure something out. Alright folks, after these two conspired an idea, There was a little bit of thinking and maybe a little bit of wobble pop consumption, but it's back together and works. And you might notice there's the old axle shaft here, the bad one, and well, there's a chunk of axle shaft here, about the difference of them two. I don't think it's gonna work, but it's gonna be enough to be able to pull it out of the shop. And I found some used axles that would fit this thing for about $75, so I might just have to go that route. And we didn't get it super straight when we welded it together, because we cut it right out of the center section here, and that's, yeah, not a great idea. I don't recommend. Do not do this at home, but it'll get it out of the shop.
Go to Jamie's home. Go to Jamie's home.
Well, it's a new morning. The terrible decisions we made last night are still with us here today. So, again, not really going over what we did there because you shouldn't do it. But we're gonna go take it for a test drive and see if it at least can make the loop on the property and back to its parking spot until I get a new axle shaft for it. I'm not gonna super hog on it because I don't want to damage the side gears in the differential in case it's not exactly perfectly straight. But so far, we're driving on it. The hubs are unlocked, so we're in two-wheel drive. Let's take a look out the window and see how she looks. By window, I mean open this door here. You can hear her grinding a little bit. You can't even tell how round she is. So in other words, she's fine. You can hear that's fine. We're hitting bumps, making corners. It's lasting longer than the other one. Yeah, I would have to say this will probably get you home off the trail, but it's not a good fix at all. So if you have the option, buy the axle shaft. Don't try and make your own, but it does hold together too, so. Yeah. All right, folks, this was a terrible experience. The axle's still in one piece, surprisingly. Like I said, I've looked into new ones. We're gonna get new ones. Here's the old one sitting down here. And if you have the option, the one-piece option would probably be the ticket from everybody I've talked to and everything I've done. But we're just goofing around here, trying to figure out some other way. And I kind of showed you how to do a two-piece axle, I guess. Not really, because I didn't show you putting it back together, because I didn't want to show you guys how to put that all together. It's not the right way. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, and maybe we'll bring this thing back when we got a fresh axle shaft to put in, and I'll show you the entire process. Again, I just didn't really want to show the welding up an axle because it's not a good thing to do. Something about hardened steel and mild steel and torques and stuff. So either way, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. Lots of cool stuff to come. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day.